Tired of dash cams that capture nothing but blurry blobs at night? I researched 5 dash cams for car front and rear, filtering the ones that actually deliver crisp footage according to real users. What I found about night vision sensors will save you from wasting money on dash cams that fail when you need proof most. Let's dive in. Starting off at number 5, this one stands out for the feature that matters most when it actually counts. We've got the ROVE R2 4K dual dash cam. If you've ever worried about capturing license plates at night, this addresses that concern directly. The front camera uses a Sony Starvis 2 sensor with an f1.5 aperture. In practical terms, that means significantly more light hits the sensor in dim conditions. That's what separates crisp footage from grainy guesswork when you're reviewing recordings after dark. The 4K resolution up front paired with 1080p in the rear covers both directions without cutting corners. A 150-degree angle in front and 140 behind means you're capturing more road than most narrower lenses allow. More context when disputes happen. Here's something that doesn't get mentioned. This unit uses a supercapacitor instead of a lithium battery. Big deal if your car sits in summer heat all day long. Supercapacitors handle temperature extremes significantly better than traditional batteries. That translates to longer product life and fewer worries about the camera failing exactly when you need it working. There's another practical detail worth your attention. The 5 GHz Wi-Fi pulls footage at up to 20 megabytes per second. No standing around in a parking lot waiting to download clips after an incident. You grab what you need and move on with your day. The included 128GB card means you can set it and forget it right out of the box. No extra trips to the store. Now, here's what to keep in mind. The parking mode does require a hardwire kit sold separately. If 24/7 surveillance while parked matters to you, factor that additional purchase into your plans up front. The built-in GPS stamps your exact speed and location on every recording. That's your proof when you actually need evidence. For anyone after that insurance policy in a box without overpaying, this delivers real bang for your buck. You'll find a link in the description. Moving on to number 4, here's something that kept coming up in my research. A lot of budget dual cams claim 4K, but deliver something closer to upscaled 1080p. We've got the TERUNSOUl 4K Plus 4K dash cam. If you've ever had that frustration of reviewing footage after an incident only to realize you can't read the license plate, this addresses that head on. Both cameras actually record at true 3840 by 2160 resolution. The front uses an f1.5 aperture, while the rear sits at f1.8. Lower aperture numbers mean more light gets in. That's your insurance policy in a box for capturing crisp footage at night. A detail that comes up repeatedly in opinions is how it handles low light conditions. One user working night shifts mentioned they finally caught clear footage of someone sideswiping their car in a dark parking lot. That says more than any spec sheet. The 170-degree wide-angle lens on the front covers 6 full lanes of traffic. According to reviews from people with months of use, this essentially eliminates blind spots in your recording. You capture what actually happened, not just part of it. There's an interesting pattern in the feedback. Users keep mentioning the included 128 gig memory card. No hunting around for compatible storage right out of the box. It's basically set it and forget it. Plus, it supports up to 512 gigs if you need longer footage retention. Now, here's what you need to keep in mind. That 24-hour parking mode requires a separate hardwire. It's not included. If you're not comfortable with basic car wiring, factor that into your plans. The 5.8 GHz Wi-Fi paired with their app makes transferring footage to your phone genuinely fast. For the build quality and true dual 4K recording, this delivers real bang for your buck. The link is in the description. Moving on to number 3. This one stood out in my research because it tackles the 3-camera setup in a way that makes sense for rideshare drivers and anyone who wants full coverage. We've got the TERUNSOUl D0183 channel 4K dash cam. A detail that comes up repeatedly in opinions about multi-channel systems is that cabin footage often looks terrible. This one addresses that with 4 invisible infrared lights on the interior camera. That means clear footage even in complete darkness. If you're driving passengers at night, that's exactly what you need. The front and rear both record in true 4K resolution at 3840 by 2160. The cabin sits at 1080p, which is plenty for identifying passengers or capturing what happens inside the car. Combined angles hit close to 360 degrees of cover. That's your insurance policy in a box right there. Here's something they don't usually advertise. It comes with a 128GB micro SD card ready to go. No separate purchase, no compatibility headaches. Analyzing the specs, it supports up to 512GB slash if you need extended recording time down the road. The Wi-Fi 6 connectivity caught my attention while researching. Dual band means faster transfers when pulling footage to your phone, around 20 megabytes per second. If you ever need to send video to your insurance company quickly. That makes it real different. Now, here's what you need to keep in mind. The 24-hour parking mode requires a separate hardwire. That's an extra purchase and potentially a more involved installation. For anyone comfortable with basic wiring, it's not a deal breaker. But if you want true plug-and-play parking protection out of the box, factor that in. The built-in GPS logs speed and location directly onto footage. Solid evidence when you need it most. For rideshare drivers or anyone putting serious miles on their car, this setup delivers real bang for your buck across all 3 channels. The link is in the description.
These products are great, but there are hundreds of deals every day, and most of them are trash. That's why I pick the 5 best from each category every day and post them for free on Telegram. And you can choose only the categories that interest you with zero spam. Link in the description.
Moving on to number 2. Here's something that caught my attention while researching. This one uses a supercapacitor instead of a lithium battery. We've got the REDTIGER for K-Cam with GPS. Why does that matter? If you've ever had a dash cam die in summer heat, you know the answer. Supercapacitors handle extreme temperatures way better than traditional batteries. Analyzing the specs and real feedback, this design choice seems intentional for folks who park in direct sunlight or live in hot climate. The video quality setup is solid. For K recording up front, 1080p in the rear. The Starbus to slash sensor paired with an f1.5 aperture pulls in more light during night driving. A detail that comes up repeatedly in opinions is how readable license plates are in low light condition. For a dash cam, that's the whole point. What's practical here is the 5.8 GHz Wi-Fi. Downloading clips to your phone happens fast, around 200 megabytes per second. No waiting around in the parking lot to review footage. The app lets you check GPS data too, including your route, speed, and location stamp. One thing worth knowing, parking mode requires a hardwire key, sold separately. Without it, you're not getting that 24/7 surveillance feed. But for standard driving coverage, you're ready right out of the box, since it includes a memory card. The 170-degree front lens covers multiple lanes. Loop recording automatically overwrites old files while the G sensor locks important clips if it detects impact. Now, here's the honest tip. This isn't the smallest unit on the market. If you want something nearly invisible behind your mirror, slimmer options exist. But for bang for your buck with reliable night vision and heat-resistant design, this delivers where it counts. Set it and forget it protection with an 18-month warranty backing it up. You'll find a link in the description. Before we reveal our number 1, be sure to check out the description below for the freshest deals on each of these items. And finally, number 1. This one earned the top spot for a reason that matters most. It delivers on every promise budget dash cams usually break. We've got the 4K plus 2K dual dash cam front and rear. A detail that comes up repeatedly in opinions is the night vision clarity. That f1.5 aperture is larger than what you typically see at this range. In practical terms, it pulls in more light. License plates stay readable even on dim streets. According to reviews from people with months of use, the WDR tech handles tunnels and sudden lighting changes without washing out the footage. The dual-band Wi-Fi on 5.8 GHz is the key number here. Slower connections create lag when downloading footage after an incident. Users report the Fami app transfers clips in seconds rather than minutes. That matters when you're standing on the side of the road with an insurance adjuster waiting. There's a review that captures it well. Someone had a hit and run in a parking lot, and the G sensor locked the footage automatically before loop recording could overwrite it. Built-in GPS logs your speed and route in real time. If someone claims you were speeding during an incident, you've got timestamp data saying otherwise. It's essentially an insurance policy in a box. Now, here's what you need to keep in mind. The 24-hour parking mode requires a hardwire kit sold separate. If parking surveillance is your priority, factor that into your setup. The stick-on mount also needs checking during summer heat to make sure it holds firm. What users who've tried it highlight most is the balance. Crisp footage front and rear, reliable app connection, and a 64 gig card included so you're recording immediately. For anyone wanting a set it and forget it solution that actually performs when you need proof, this one delivers real bang for your buck. The link is in the description. Now you know which dash cams actually deliver crisp footage at night and which ones fail when you need proof most. Prices in this category change without warning, so if one caught your eye, the links are in the description.